Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craft Tree and welcome to another video of using stuff up. I'm going to have to come up with a special little hashtag or something maybe for these. But we have, when I was doing some tidying, I had a bunch of pictures out of Reader Digest books. They were vintage books and I had, I don't know, 12 or 15 of them or something. So we're going to use those up today. This is just a scrap piece. If you watch my Thrifty Thursday, Thrifty Canuck videos, I bought a whole bunch of prints, like lithograph, I think they call them or something, from an artist that, you know, a lot of them were the exact same picture. And this is, there was the picture and then there was a little added piece. Well, this is the little added piece from it. So I'm going to use that up. I had die cut a whole bunch of these flowers in different sizes, different flowers out of glitter paper. So we're going to use some of that. I got some old thread type satiny stuff. I've tried hand stitching with this and it's not very strong. It frays really easy. It is older, so I guess it just hasn't worn well with age. Got some tape, my art glitter glue, and my distress inks. Let's get started. This is going to be a very easy project and just something a little different. Now I did mass make some of these. So this is, I just wanted to show you. So now I'm going to take, I don't know, about a yard of this thread. And I'm going to flip this over. And we're going to tape the end down onto the back of this card. Now I wanted to add a little bit of dimension, but I don't want to add something too thick to my journals. Now I'm going to, oops, hold on, did it wrong. First off, I want to, if I can pick it up, I want to cut this daisy in half. And we'll just cut that side. Okay. We want to glue these down first. Let's glue that one. Always get ahead of myself. Okay, let's put some glue on here. This is my second video at my new setup. Let me know what you think. Okay, I'm just going to put this over here. And because it's not all about using stuff up, but because I'm trying to use stuff up, that's kind of why I'm doing things the way that I am with this. Because really everything I'm using is using something up. And I like that. This one's going to go down this way, somewhere about the bottom. Okay, now I can go ahead and I can wind this around. No rhyme or reason to how I'm going to wrap it. I don't want it all wrapped on top of each other. Now I got to be really careful. I can't pull too hard. In other words, I'm going to warp the paper. And I don't know, that's about 6 times or something like that. And then I'm going to take a longer piece of tape and I'm going to run it down over all of those threads. Clip that piece off. So we end up like this. And we want to do the same on the top. So let's go ahead and cut another yard, about a yard. It's going to depend on how wide your picture is. And a little piece of tape and tape that down about where we want it. And now I'm going to do the same thing, and this is just going to get wrapped around. It's tight enough so it kind of holds, but loose enough that it doesn't fold up. It's can be a bit tricky. These pages are like very, very flimsy. Sometimes if you can hold your hand on either side like that, kind of spread your fingers, then it kind of holds shape a little bit better. Okay, not enough to go around, so kind of hold the back of it. And pull off a piece of tape and cut that piece off. And there we have that. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but it is laying fairly flat. There's a little bit of a bow on this side, but overall not too bad. So now what I want to do is, even though this has writing, this is just big enough to cover up that writing and leave a little edge. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this down. Now be careful when you're running your end of your glue over your thread, because you will pull them right off or you'll rip your paper, especially with this paper because it's fairly thin. Okay, and then what I do is I go along where my thread is, back and forth a little bit. That way those threads get glued down. Less chance of them actually pulling off once they're on your project. You could do this, of course, with any book page or picture, digital, anything like that. So let's want it just far enough so that it covers that writing. I'm going to push it down. I'm going to turn it over. Then I can give a good push down without risking pulling those threads and stuff. Okay, now we can trim it. Let's got a little bit of glue sticking out there, a little bit sticking out there. Okay, now let's trim this up, leaving about 1/8 of an inch. And you could use any backing, any pictures, any glue, any thread, any flowers. These are just ones that I already had. I think that bottom is good just the way it is. Let's go ahead and ink up the edge of this using my Vintage Photo Distress with whatever you call this thing. Okay, and then let's do the back. So we'll have lots of nice writing space on the back here. Check out all the links in the description of the video. Links to my shop, Facebook group, all that. Now, when I made the first one, I just felt like the thread was kind of, I didn't want to risk snagging that thread. So being that I had some smaller flowers as well, and I did try to color coordinate them a little bit. And I managed, with all the ones that I did manage to use up all my gold, silver, shiny. There were some green ones. So I'm gluing that kind of right on top of the threads. And that just gives it that little bit extra to hold all that thread down. Now you only got kind of loose threads here, but I just felt it helped, and it helped me use up die cut flowers. Hopefully in the next video or so of these, I'll have kind of a bit of a hashtag or something. I don't know. Haven't quite decided. Try to put the flowers in places where they're not really covering stuff up. The shiny papers, most of them were shiny actually. Just gives it a little bit extra. So there's a journaling card. Simple, easy, not complicated, using up scraps. And I happen to have all these that I did. And there's that one there. We got this one here. The thread's kind of going over their heads, but that's okay. One with silver. This one here I thought was really cute. This was, oh no, this one was actually from a the Reader's Digest book as well. And this would make a great pocket. But you could also use it as a card going anyway. This was from a book. It wasn't from a Reader's Digest. It was from something else. And here's another one from that as well, the same book. This here would make a great pocket as well. Little bit of a steampunkish look to it. But I thought they turned out really cute. And again, using up scraps. That's my goal this year, is to use up some of this stuff that I get at the thrift stores and especially at the Lions. Love going there, love getting the stuff, love showing you guys the stuff. But then I don't get it used up. So that's what the goal is this year. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 of these. So these will go into my finished cart, and they're ready for into journals. Now I got to get busy and make journals and use all this stuff up. So I hope you enjoyed this little pile of goodies. I know, like Gail Augustinelli, she calls it Friendship Friday or Friend Fridays or something like that. Hazel and Aka Designs has one, the use it, don't store it hashtag. And there's lots of people that have hashtags involving using up their scraps. So these are no different. It's fun using stuff up and getting it out of my cupboards and into a journal to be enjoyed. Check out all the links below. Check out Ko-fi, Etsy, Facebook group, Creative Fabrica, all those places. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.